Hello, this is your video for week 19. So this week we are thinking about the types of syllables. We are moving on from suffixes for right now, and we are going to think about if a word has an open syllable or a closed syllable or a vowel team syllable in it. And that is how we are sorting our words. So just to review, here's our categories. And I'll explain those in a minute. So when we have an open syllable, we have a vowel that doesn't have anything after it in that syllable. And when it is open, that vowel is going to be long and say its name. So for example, in this word, the I is going to say its name I, and it's going to say hi. However, if there is one or more consonants after it, like this, then it's going to be closed because our consonant is closing in that vowel, and that makes the vowel be short. Okay, and so a closed syllable has a vowel followed by one or more consonants, and the vowel sound is short. So another example would be, here's open. All right, we've got an E with nothing else after it, and so that E is going to say its long sound. It's going to say me. However, if we close in that syllable by adding a consonant, one or more consonants, then that vowel sound is going to be short and it's going to be closed. Okay, so you might have noticed when we are doing when we're doing syllables in our other syllable work that I often say if there is one consonant in the middle, we usually break it up before that consonant, right? If we have a vowel, consonant, vowel, almost always we're going to break it right before that consonant, which makes our vowel be long. However, it doesn't always work like that. So we have to be flexible. So that's why I say usually. You might have noticed that as we've gone. So this week we are going to sort our words by the type of syllable that it has. So one type is our normal type, the vowel with one consonant and another vowel where that first syllable is going to be long. It's an open syllable. So for example, that word that I just showed you, human, that's our first example. It has a vowel, consonant, vowel. We're going to break it right before the first consonant, and it's going to be a long sound. Human. So human's going to go into that category. Another example is going to be the word student. All right, student. I have a vowel, a consonant, a vowel. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to break it. I'm going to try it right before my first consonant, and that's going to be a long U, student. So that is a long U, which makes it an open syllable. All right, another example of a word that's going to go in this category is this one. All right, we've got a vowel, a consonant, a vowel, only one consonant. We're going to try to break it right before with a long sound, pilot. All right, so that one's also going to be an open syllable. And then our last example is this one. We've got a lot of U's this week. All right, I've got a vowel, consonant, vowel. I'm going to try to break it right before the consonant and with a long sound, music, music. All right, so all of these that say vowel, consonant, vowel with the first syllable long, we're going to have student, we're going to have human, we're going to have pilot, and we're going to have music. All right, then the next category, which is pretty easy, is this one, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel. So these are words that have vowel team as their first syllable, and that's going to make them long. Okay, and these are ones that you probably can figure out. So like this one, reason, we've got two vowels working together, so that's going to make it long, and that's going to be in our vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel, because we've got two vowels, a consonant, and then another vowel. So we've got reason. Another example of this one is meeting, because our two E's are a vowel team that work together to make the long sound. We've got two other EA words that also fall in this category. So leader also has an EA to make that vowel team E sound, and sneaker. So all of these, if it has a vowel team, it's going to go in the vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel, because two vowels together is a vowel team. So let's look at the words that are going to go there. All right, so we said we've got meeting, we've got leader, we've got sneaker, and we've got reason. So those, you can see why they have a long vowel sound in the first syllable, because they have two vowels working together to make that sound. Now we're left with our new category. This one is the one that we haven't really talked about. So this is a vowel and a consonant vowel, but the first syllable is short. So that's not what we expect. So if we see this word, all right, and this is helpful for reading too. You have to be flexible. We've got a vowel, a consonant, and a vowel. Normally, we try to split it right here, right? And then we would try it with a long sound. Wagon. That's not a word I know. So if it's not a word that we know, that doesn't make sense, then we try it after the consonant, which makes this be a closed syllable. See how it's got a vowel followed by a consonant? That keeps that A short, so it's going to be wagon, wagon. Okay, I know that one. So it's going to go in this category because my first syllable has a short vowel, even though it only has one consonant in the middle. So this is one of those times where you have to be flexible when you are reading, more so than when you're spelling, because most of the time, if it only has one consonant, we expect a long sound in the first part. All right, let's try this one. All right, I see I have a vowel, a consonant, a vowel. Normally, I'm going to try to split it right before that consonant, right? And I'm going to try it with a long A. Planet, planet. That is not a word I know. So I'm going to be flexible, and I'm going to try to split it after the N instead, which keeps this as a closed, right? Because it's got a vowel followed by a consonant, so my A is going to say its short sound, A. Planet, planet. Okay, that's a word I know. So I know that my first syllable has to be short, even though there's only one consonant. So most of the time, almost all of the time, when there's only one consonant in the middle, it's going to be a long, short syllable. But occasionally, we've got these oddballs. All right, here's another one. I see a vowel, a consonant, a vowel. Normally, I'm going to try to do it right before the consonant. And I would try it with a long I. Visit, visit. That is not a word I know. So I'm going to try it a different way. Good readers are flexible, and I'm going to divide it after the S, which means I have a vowel followed by a consonant, which keeps this closed. So it's going to say its short sound, I. Visit, visit. Okay, that's a word I know. So I know that my first syllable is going to be short. All right, we've got, I think, one more example of this. All right. Again, I have a vowel, a consonant, a vowel. Normally, I try first before the consonant with a long sound. River. River. That doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to try it again after the consonant, which keeps this first syllable closed because there's a vowel followed by a consonant, so it's going to make its short sound, I. River, river. Okay, that makes sense, so that's going to go in my short column. All right, so let's look at these words that we're going to put in the short category. We have wagon, we have planet, we have visit, and we have river. All right, so these ones are pretty simple because if it has a vowel team, it's going to be a long sound in these words, and they're going to go under here. With these two, they all have a vowel, consonant, vowel. So you have to look at them and you have to decide, is the first syllable an open syllable, which makes it long, or is it a closed syllable, which makes it short, and you're going to sort it like that. All right, so that is your sort this week.